Hey, what is up everybody? How are you guys doing? Thank you for coming and checking out this video. I do appreciate it. Welcome to Bluefoot Homestead. I want to talk a little bit about SHTF. Now, we have this issue in Aurora, Colorado. If you haven't heard about that, they shipped a lot of the Venezuelan people to an apartment building out there. Come to find out, most of them are gang members, or at least there's gang members involved with all the people there. And they're causing some issues. They're destroying the area. They took over the apartment complex completely. They are charging people rent. All the management has left. All the staff has left. All the occupying tenants there have packed up and left. They have completely taken it over. Now, one thing I've talked about on past videos and that I really think is going on, there's kind of a movement with the black community here in the United States getting fed up with stuff. I think that's all across the board. I think that's wealthy, poor, everybody, including the rest of the United States. They're starting to push out. I just read an article this morning where that group of people are starting to push out into the suburbs. They're starting to cause some problems in the suburbs. So I decided to look into Denver, Colorado. What are the most dangerous areas, the gang-ridden areas? And it is East Central Denver. Now, Aurora is East Denver. Now, I know the ghetto isn't specifically one neighborhood. This was like just a couple square blocks that it pointed out as the roughest area. I also know the west side of Denver is pretty bad. But regardless, kind of beside the point. These Venezuelans are starting to kind of push out into different areas, into causing problems, let's just say. Now, what is going to happen when they go into the wrong neighborhood? What's going to happen when they go into a gang territory? You think these people are going to put up with these immigrants that came in? I know they're kind of pissed off at the situation already. You think they're just going to put up with it and house them in their living rooms and give them food and their paycheck? Nah, hell no. See, the thing with the ghetto is they don't play by the rules. All the citizens, even though we're pissed off about everything, even though we don't want any of this going on, this is 100% the government, but the people in the United States are pissed off. I think everybody's pissed off at this point. There's probably a few groups of people out there that are like, yes, open borders, keep them coming. But I think even a majority of the people that were pro-immigration at first are like, well, yeah, this ain't so good. And especially people that are living in New York City, all these big cities, San Fran, Seattle, New York City, Denver, all the border states. I'm sure Phoenix is bad, Dallas. All these places are fed up with it. I guess Dallas did a good job of getting rid of them. But what's going to happen when they go into the wrong neighborhood? Now, I think when things change in this country with Americans, it usually just takes that one catalyst, whether it's LGBTQ, whether it is the BLM movement, Rosa Parks. I mean, you name it. Everything had that one moment where it kicked the door open. It broke down that wall. Whether you agree with those things that I mentioned or not, that's not really the point. But there's always that one catalyst moment that changes everything. I honestly think these Venezuelans, these immigrants, they go into the wrong neighborhood, they're going to meet their match. They might get smoked, you know. Because I know a lot of people in the bad neighborhoods, in the rough areas, they don't put up with shit. They keep it real. Now, if they aren't happy with the situation with these Venezuelan immigrants coming into their town, coming into their areas, yeah, all hell could break loose. Now, I believe this could be a catalyst that can change everything. there's a lot of people in this country that are sick of everything and they want to do something about it. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's going to go out and start shooting immigrants or start causing immigrants problems, but it's going to be that first thing that might be violent. I mean, I know Crips and Bloods aren't a thing, but just for the sake of analogy here, these Venezuelans cross the street into a Crip territory or that gang-affiliated territory. They claim that. So they end up taking one of their guys out. Then the Venezuelans come back and retaliate against that neighborhood, and then you have a gang war going on. Now, I think the gangs in Denver highly outnumber these Venezuelan guys, and it could be very bad for them. It could be very bad for a lot of immigrants that have nothing to do with the Venezuelan gangs. But there might be this moment that changes everything. Just something to think about. Yes, I have my motorcycle vest on right now because I didn't want to wear my work shirt. I recorded this with my work shirt on and I was trying to blur out all my company stuff and I just wasn't able to do it. And I can't get to my laundry and this was hanging by the door, so hey, I threw it on. Anyway, social unrest, social chaos. We haven't seen it here. We haven't seen it here in hundreds of years. And I think this is going to be coming. Whether this is the exact moment, or not. It might be a catalyst to kind of start a movement. Now, I've said before that the racial barrier between black and white people are going to get broken down. We're going to come together out of necessity. This falls in perfect line with that. Something I read in a book, something that people have predicted a long time ago, and everything else is kind of coming true, and I really see this to happen, that we're going to come together. Why would we come together? Well, this immigration issue is a good thing. Now, you see somebody in the ghetto stand up against this immigration, you know there's going to be a lot of people sitting on their couch watching the story on the news, shaking their head. That's how it all starts. All right, well, I will leave it with that. Just kind of wanted to put this out, put this idea out. I'm not condoning any violence. I'm not condoning doing anything about anything. Just talking smack. Just talking what's on my mind. So don't take anything to heart, but it gives you something to maybe think about, right? All right. Till next time, I will talk to you guys soon, and peace.